This is sort of what we're dealing with. You see, you have, this is a sort of a cartoon. We have a reality here. And the public, and we're interested in the real climate here, how that ticks and so on. But you have kind of a barrier where these modelers are going around, and there's about 30 global models around the world, and they all meet together. They all review each other's proposals and papers, and you pat each other on the back. Yeah, I don't think you did that quite right, but you're on the right track and all that kind of stuff. And they all get their funding and publication, and this is what's driving it. This is what's driving these global models. They have put into their models the wrong stuff, and of course they get warming. If I had, of course they do, and what happens? The media loves it. It makes a great story. They jump all over it. And people are, there's also people resentful of the free enterprise system, the environment. Yes, we're hurting the environment in a lot of ways, and I'm not, I'm concerned with the environment too, but we're not hurting it that much with CO2 in the atmosphere. That's not, we have many other environmental problems. And if we stagnate the Western world's economic growth, we'll have less resources to devote to helping other environmental needs and stuff. Clean air, clean water, God knows what. We have all kind of problems. So now the government jumps in. The environmentalists jump in. They all grab and play this up because environmentalists want to slow things down, level it out, level out the economic difference. The free enterprise system has gone too far. It's hurt us. The government loves it. What better control can government people have than control CO2, the energy source? If I could control that, I can control the world. And we need some bureaucrat in Brussels telling the world how much carbon it can burn, telling the U.S. how much we can burn, and so on, controlling us. And the media has let us down. It's terrible. I'm very convinced it's unraveling now. The climate gate you've all been reading about. It's beginning to unravel, and I'm convinced 5 or 10 years we're going to look back on this and say, how could we be so foolish as to buy all this and do all this? How can the Fort Collins City Council and everybody get worked up? How can CSU, proud to be a green university and all that? Well, fine. Do all that if it saves up local, it saves energy, this and that. But don't, but I think the whole thing is going, for instance, General Electric is investing in all this renewable energy and stuff. My advice is don't invest in renewable energy, because to make electricity, which we need, renewable energy is going to cost, I've talked to a lot of experts, 3 to 5 times what it's going to cost for renewable energy to make electricity than fossil fuel in general. In the long haul, economically, it just won't do, and it's going to come crashing down in 10, 15 years, we're going to see. But anyways, let me go on. Here's something I'm quoting from Hermann Goering. You all know Hermann Goering, I think. He said at this Nuremberg trial, why, of course the people don't want war. We substitute global warming. That's understood. But after all, it is the leaders of the country who determine the policy. And it is always a simple matter to drag the people along, whether it is a democracy or a fascist dictatorship or a parliament or a communist dictatorship. Voice or no voice, the people can always be brought to the bidding of the leaders. That is easy. All you have to do is tell them that they are being attacked by global warming and denounce the peacekeepers or skeptics like me as lack of patriotism and exposing the country to danger. It works the same in any country. We're seeing a little bit of that now. So, okay. Now, here's what the models say. The models say that when you double CO2, if you keep everything the same, we're